Hey, wait up for a sec. Sorry, I wasn't trying to catch you off guard. I just couldn't help but overhear that you said you were walking home, and I noticed it's raining pretty badly out, so, I was wondering if, maybe you'd like a walk back? I know it sounds kind of weird, but I figured it's getting pretty cold out now in the evenings, and my umbrella's big enough for two, so why not at least offer? It doesn't bother me, I wouldn't have offered otherwise. Awesome. You got all your things ready? Then let's get the hell out of here. God, that lab was brutal. Like, was it just me, or did none of the questions on page 2 make any sense? Right? Everything lined up except for one point that would completely contradict and negate everything. Frig. Oh well, once we see the answers, I'm sure it'll make sense somehow. But that's a problem for next week, and I don't want to think about that for the rest of the night. I totally forgot to ask, are you on or off campus? Just so I know where we're headed. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense. Me, I'm off campus. I was on campus for my first 2 years, but I figured it was time to get out. A whole lot cheaper that way. I'm just in a smaller loft above Johnny's bar. It's surprisingly well kept, and not as seedy as I originally anticipated. Plus, the price is decent enough where I didn't need a roommate, which is a major plus for me. No, it's fine. Taking you home isn't really going out of the way. I always go for a walk after this lab, so this is just kind of giving me a new route. Yeah, I do it just to kind of clear my head, before I turn in for the night. It lets me get that unspent energy out of me. Tonight wouldn't have been any different. Actually, I really like the rain. I don't really get cold that easily, and it's just a really nice ambiance. It puts that crisp freshness back in the air. Except in winter, because then it just sucks. Glad to see that you're also a person of culture. I won't lie, though. I was kind of surprised to see you in this lab. Most people spring for the afternoon time slot. The scheduling conflict will do that. Sorry to hear, though. I always like the evening labs because I find they're so out of the way, they kind of give me a chance to get stuff done between classes. If I may, I am really glad that you're in the lab. I was kind of nervous that I wasn't going to see any friendly faces, but I know I can depend on you, and I know we work well together, so without being too sappy or weird, you honestly make it more tolerable. Okay, better than tolerable, enjoyable even. Yeah, it does kind of help that we're in almost every class together. Although, I understand if you're sick of seeing me at this point. I know that I have that effect on people. Going back to our conversation the other day, now I know we would have wreaked havoc if we shared a dorm first year. Oh, are you still getting wet? You can stand a bit more under the umbrella, I mean, I get it. It's not that big and personal space and all, but kind of defeats the purpose of walking with an umbrella if you're still getting rained on. So, you got any idea what classes you want to take next term? Just curious if our schedules will wind up realigning again. If you're not sure, I highly recommend forensic psychology. Mostly because I TA it, but also it's genuinely a good time. Some of the projects are honestly really cool, and there's a whole lot of analysis stuff that I find the other courses don't really give. I mean, that's kind of obvious, because that's kind of the whole point of forensic psychology, but... Oh, come on. I believe that if you don't geek out about at least one of your courses, then maybe that shouldn't be your major. It's never too late to change. You're not starting completely from scratch. You've got some credits and a whole lot of insight. Okay, yeah, and student debt, but barring that, if you're going to pay that much for university courses, then it should at least be for something you like. Nah, you're right, university's not for everyone. God knows people in trades make a fucking killing. But I wouldn't have traded being here for the world. I've had a lot of good experiences here. Experiences I feel like I needed to have, you know? And we've still got about 1.5 years left, so I'm sure that by the end of it, I'll have plenty more things to add to that list. Well, sometimes it's just a matter of being at the right location at the right moment. Otherwise, you wind up missing things that could have been something significant. It's all a matter of putting yourself out there, so that you don't wind up losing out. Alright, I'm becoming some sort of weirdo waxing poetic. Let's switch gears to something a lot more lighthearted. Are you gonna head to any of the fall break week events? Nice, I'm going to the board game event too. And I can never say no to free hot chocolate. I'm probably also going to go to the improv show as well, although I don't think I'll make it to karaoke. Oh god, if you can somehow get me drunk enough, then maybe you might see me do karaoke. But unfortunately, I only drink water and ginger ale, so you're gonna have to try pretty damn hard to see that happen. Alright, bet. That's your place? Well, thanks for putting up with my bullshit for longer than you normally have to. Yeah, like I said, don't worry about it. I'm more than happy to lend a hand. Real quick though, just before you go in. Sorry, I don't want to take a whole lot more of your time since I know it's late and you've got things to do and a bed to sleep in, but I was thinking, we spend so much time together in classes and in labs and outside of classes for projects. Though I wouldn't mind if our friendship was a little less all work, no play. I guess what I'm getting at is, I know that we don't have our conditioning class on Friday. I was wondering if instead you'd like to maybe go to the bakery for a little bit. Well, it's not just a bakery, it's also got a little cafe inside. You know, just grab a cup of coffee or tea or something. And I should clarify that I say this with no sort of expectations or anything, just, you know, just kind of... Yeah, I guess I am kind of asking you out. But again, it can just be as like a friend thing. It doesn't have to... Really? Sweet. In that case, let me give you my number. I don't have social media or anything, so... here. Yeah, call me old-fashioned. But, I'll send you a text beforehand to make sure that we're still on. And if anything comes up, or if you wind up needing to use that time for some other class, then I'm not going to be offended. Just, you know, send me a text. Yeah, for sure. Well, I should be on my way. Thanks again, though, for everything. And I'll, see you in class tomorrow? I appreciate the offer, but this rain is definitely not letting up tonight. So unfortunately, it's not like I can just wait it out with you. I already told you I don't get cold. Oh. Okay. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit taken aback. I wasn't really expecting this. But I've got no complaints. Now that you mention it, the wind is starting to pick up quite a bit. Could blow my umbrella away. Damn. Might have to come inside with you after all. Maybe I'll even have to spend the night. Isn't that just a shame?